Welcome back, guys. So we have pretty much settled on what we're going to do with the walls and all of that fun stuff and the basic layout of it. So it's pretty much just do it. Once we get the grass down, or the dirt down, I guess, technically, I'll probably end up walling next, just so that we have, I'm going to fill that in, just so that we have the place technically securable, and that I can light it up, and then we don't have to worry about sleeping through the nights if we don't want to. Because the only things that will come that are negative will be spiders, right? My computer is starting to get a little warm, so this might be the last bulk recording episode. I'm not entirely sure, not to mention I'm starting to get super warm as well. That's not particularly helpful. Oh, that's going to bump out one. That's fine. Oh, there's a minor flaw in our system, isn't there? By building it like that, we can't really get back up. So I guess we'll have to do a little clever block maneuvering. We'll have to not fall, I guess. It's pretty much the only choice we got. Alright, so let's just continue filling this in. Now, as for the actual design of the village, I've already stated it's going to be the basic villager huts that I was doing at the end of Season 1, which I don't even know if anyone's actually watched Season 1. Crap, I fell again. Okay, we'll just go over this way, I think. And it should work really well. They're complex enough to be entertaining, but also simple enough to work really well. It's just villager huts. One of the best things about them is we can customize the interior quite easily to be different. And so they're not all the same, not only from the exterior, but from the interior, which to me is even more important than the exterior. We also don't have to worry too much about what goes in them because they're villager houses, right? So it's not like the villagers actually use beds and stuff like that. So they will have them, of course, because they need something that would theoretically sleep on, but we don't have to worry about giving them a ton of storage and stuff like that. One thing we do have to incorporate in here is a farm. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that before, because we have to make sure that these villagers are capable of supporting themselves. Otherwise, they won't naturally breed up if they don't have the food. So we need to give them a farm that they can understand, which to me means wheat. You can find other ones in villages, but they kind of override them with wheat when they plant. So what's the point of putting in like a potato farm or something like that if they're just going to override it anyways when they replant? So that being said, we'll have to figure out which section we want as the farming section. I'm thinking probably this section. It's got the most room. Oh my god, my foot fell asleep. Oh, it's all tingly. Oh, that's a terrible feeling. Anyways. Yeah, so we'll need to figure out a farming section that, because I think we'll use this one actually. It's the largest one, so we could maybe use it for houses, but farms tend to take up a lot of space, and this will allow us to, I don't know, augment it so it's not all farm in one section. It's got some actual houses in it and more kind of I don't know, it breaks up the farm a bit, because otherwise you just tend to get a lot of the same, and it just looks like a giant farming field, and it's kind of like, well, okay, so that's where they do it. Not to mention, this is for what I refer to as, or what I'm basically saying, this is the center of the village. Like, this is where I wanted the village in the first place, and yes, I saw that freak out there. I'm not entirely sure why it did that. Maybe the computer's getting too warm. This is what I want to be as like the basic center of the village, because it's actually quite big. Now that it's actually been filled in and stuff, it's actually, or like raised up and filled in, it's actually quite a big space. It's a lot bigger than I thought. Like getting one road that snakes through here will give us a lot of space in behind stuff that we can do farms for, and have like the farms almost being like less communal based farms and more individual farms. But what we'll do after we get everything terraformed and everything is we'll essentially go through and we'll build the path, right? Or maybe we'll just lay out some spots. Let's lay out some stuff. Like we'll put like a torch line in to be like, this is where roughly I want the path to go. And then we'll start putting in like the pillars to build the houses in different angles and stuff like that. So this needs replaced. That goes there, and then that goes there. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to end up doing. I don't have a replacement shovel, so let's build one out of stone. Okay, so this will all have to get replaced with sand. Or with dirt, I mean. Unfortunately, that's pretty much the extent of our dirt. Don't really got much. Right? I mean, that's pretty much it. And there's not going to be much more dirt or anything dug out of here because this is all is mostly sand over here. And there goes the shovel. Yeah, so at this section here we might have some sort of lighthouse type effect. The islands are actually bigger than what you might expect. Like this island is actually quite big. It would have almost worked very suitably as our home itself. There was actually times when we were first building our home over there, that little guy over there, that I might actually move over here and convert this into the base. But I decided against that, mainly because if we ever decide that we need to expand, and you're on an island, you're kind of stuck. You either have to build more islands, or build more space on your island, or maybe expand underground or underwater, or you have to like commandeer other islands like that one and that one, which I'm not even sure that is an island. I want to say it is, but I don't know if it is actually. Right? How much? Yeah, it's just this one we're going up to, right? Yeah. So this all has to come off. Sorry, mildly kind of lost track of what we're doing. Yeah, so whereas if you build it on land, like over there, if we ever need to expand, we can literally just claim more space. It's much easier to expand. And that's, to me, a much more important ability than having super security. I mean, it's not difficult to put up a wall. Not to mention, I do enjoy having walls. They're quite fun. And on an island base like this, I probably wouldn't have had a wall. Man, stone ones don't last very long, do they? Anyways, so what we're going to do is actually we're going to go back there. We're going to see if we can't grab some more, what she calls it, dirt. That's what they're called, dirt. It's called dirt. My brain is not particularly working today. Alright, so let's just jump and place that and get in it. Are we sinking? We are sinking. Why did we sink? Did they change that? I thought boats were supposed to automatically float. Did they change that mechanic so it like sinks now? So you can have like sunken boats? Because if so, it's kind of cool and also kind of irritating. Come on, boat. There it is. That's the teleporting thing I was talking about. It just kind of poofs and then it'll catch up and realize it's supposed to be over there and then poof, it's back. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's mine or if that's everybody's. Look at all this dirt. It's beautiful, beautiful dirt. I knew I kept it for a reason. Anyways, we can head back now and get some more dirt done. These first few episodes, I know, are boring, which is why I think I'm going to do this episode, and that's going to be pretty much it for the bulk recording. And then I'll work off camera getting everything kind of leveled out properly, because otherwise it's going to be a lot of just the same slow crap build, right? It's going to be a lot of just this, me placing dirt in annoying patterns slowly gaining progress on our project. Whereas once we have this done, we have what? Building? Building's entertaining. At least in some respects. Some people find it entertaining. I know I do. I actually enjoy watching people build. For several reasons. One, it's nice to relax and watch how other people's mind thinks. Just to get it. I think we might expand this, because this is the level it's supposed to be at, and this isn't actually that big of a space. So we might expand this, like have this come out to like there on that side, and then on this side maybe we'll just cut it something like that, maybe. Yeah, just kind of claim a little bit more space for this upper level, and this lower level can have that. Yeah, let's do that. That seems like a good thing to do. Give it a little bit more space on the top level so you can put a couple more buildings up there. Make it look a little bit more like a district in a way. That's something actually I should probably stay away from saying, because we're not really building districts, are we? We're not going to have like the shopping center and stuff like that. Oh, right, this. Kind of forgot about this. Let's go backwards one. Just to give us a little bit of differentiation. And then we can come forward one here. Fill it in, just so it's not a straight wall, right? Because that's kind of the Achilles heel of most builders, is straight walls. We probably shouldn't be filling all of this in with dirt. That's a lot of dirt to throw into this area. So let's instead fill it in with stone. And then we can, let's see, that's ground level, so we still need to go one higher. So all of this water can get replaced with stone as well. Oh, I'm out of stone. No, I'm not. The sun is setting. That's another thing with the 15-minute videos. This is pretty much one day in Minecraft, which kind of works really nicely because it allows me to have like a visual indicator. Well, it works nicely as long as we're on the surface, I guess, because it gives me kind of like this basic visual indicator that the episode is coming to a close. Because the old recording software that I was using used to put the time it's been recording, the length of the video, up in the top, the top right up here. Actually, I guess I don't even need that anymore. You can see my pointer. So, yeah. So I used to put the time like up in that corner. Now, it's on the recorder itself, and it's like technically the recorder's behind Minecraft. So I can see the recording, but it's just a little number, so it's not really blatant in your face. It's not, hey, you're coming up on time, you may want to wrap things up. It's more of the numbers here if you want to look at it, or if you remember that it's even here. And that's my problem, is I kind of tend to forget that it's there. Okay, so let's I'll worry about replacing all the sand and stuff off camera. We'll just get the dirt down for this episode. Yeah, so that's going to be the end of the bulk recording. Hopefully it wasn't too tediously boring. And hopefully you can understand the basic idea of what we're doing here for the village. And yeah, I kind of hope you guys enjoy it. It was kind of what the series originally started as. Originally as filler, of course, until 1.9. But, you know, all kinds of stuff. Also, I discovered something, side note here, just until 1.9 kind of reminds me to, remind me of this. In 1.9, they added a new feature to the dead bushes, which are the little brown sticky things in the desert. I didn't know this, but if you break those now, with your hand, not with shears, you will get 0 to 2 sticks. So you can actually find sticks in the desert now. It's really quite cool. But anyways, I will see you when I see you.